Spiritual Calisthenics. Today, on February 28th, Cheese Fair Monday, we celebrate the memory of St. John Cassian. Throughout this week, again, during the Gospel readings, we'll be seeing the Passion Week go forward. So we will focus again on the Epistle. Once again, we are looking at the Epistle of St. John, the theologian. This is his third and shortest letter. The elder to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in truth. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you and that you may be in health. I know that it is well with your soul, for I greatly rejoice when some of the brethren arrived and testified to the truth of your life, as indeed you do follow the truth. No greater joy can I have than this, to hear that my children follow the truth. The reason why this is important is because in Ephesus, especially right now, because according to tradition, St. John wrote these letters while he was imprisoned on Patmos, many false teachings are being proliferated by the various cults that are trying to integrate into the church, the Gnostic sects. Beloved, it is a loyal thing you do when you render any service to the brethren, especially to strangers. The idea of philoxenia, friendliness to the stranger, is something that's a very important part of Christian tradition. And we are seeing that there are some within Ephesus that would like to not do that, saying that, and John is saying that it's important that we do this, especially to strangers who have testified to your love before the church. You will do well to send them on their journey as befits God's service. In other words, these aren't just strangers, these are missionaries. For they have set out for his sake and have accepted nothing from the heathen. So we ought to support such men, that we may be fellow workers in the truth. In other words, by giving goods to those that are working on missionary journeys, we are participating in their. I've written something to the church, but Diotrephes, who likes to put himself first, does not acknowledge my authority. The Orthodox Study Bible tells us that Diotrephes is probably a local bishop in Ephesus who is trying to set himself up as a petty tyrant, discounting the words of St. John. So if I come, I will bring up what he is doing, prating against me with evil words. And not content with that, he refuses himself to welcome the brethren, and also stops those who want to welcome them, puts them out of the church. Beloved, do not imitate evil, imitate good. This goes further to what Jesus Christ had said when he was talking about the Pharisees, saying, accept their words, but don't imitate their evil action. He who does good is of God, does evil has not seen God. Dimitri has testimony from everyone. From the truth itself I testify to him too, and you know my testimony is true. I had much to write to you, but I'd rather not write with pen and ink. Hope to see you soon. We will talk together face to face. Peace be to you. Friends greet you. Greet the friends, every one of them. Now, what I'd like to focus on a little bit today is the person of St. John Cassian, who is unique in as much as he represents the Orthodox way in the way that we look at a notion called predestination. And so one of the heresies that we had was that of a philosopher named Pelagius, who was teaching that basically that God is almost non-existent, that we have so much free will that everything is on us and that it's all us. Through my willpower, I can do it. As Americans, we'd probably say, yes, that's how it should be. By gumption and by guts and grit, I can do anything. Flip side of that was the teachings of Augustine, which was stating predestination, which was basically saying that no matter what you did, it didn't matter because God has judged you. This is where we get double-blind predestination, the idea being that two people could do the exact same thing, live the exact same life, marry the exact same type of person, have the exact same type of children, but one is going to heaven and one is going to hell because that was what was destined. So we have two extremes, the extreme of destiny that cannot be changed, and there is no destiny and I can do whatever I want, there is nothing at play. Where St. John Cassian puts us in the middle, shows us the Orthodox way, which is, yes, God has a plan, and we are free within that plan. And so we work synergetically with God towards that plan. I have a part to play. It's not predestined. It matters what I do. My choices have consequences. But God is definitely part of it. And God does have a vision for me and for the world I am trying to work within. So we do not believe in this concept of predestination that no matter what you do, you're damned or you're not. St. Cassian, who was a monk that travels all over the East and the West, and therefore takes practices from both jurisdictions, shows us the true Orthodox way. The prayers of St. Cassian, I hope that we can all find our way, our Lord Jesus Christ. I hope that you've enjoyed today's spiritual calisthenics. Have a blessed and wonderful